obviously this is a big match, Iowa, with the tradition that they have and everything they have going on. Well, we want to be at our best, and really we're just excited. I'm excited for this opportunity.
I'm sure you're probably sick of hearing about it, but I think the one accomplishment that you haven't achieved in your career is to beat Iowa in a dual meet as an athlete or a coach.
Is that true? Is that right?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Is that one thing that you'd like to do just so you don't have to hear about it anymore, or just because you'd like to do it?
Well, I think there's a lot of coaches that probably haven't beat Iowa in their career. Iowa's just had some great teams and some great coaches, a lot of great athletes. But yeah, absolutely. It's not something I'm worried about. It's not. I don't look at this as anything personal, like something I want to do. It's just we have 10 guys on our team, and my job is to help them be the best they can be and be the best they can be at the right moments in time. And that's what I'm looking for more than something for my own personal.
You love Iowa, right?
No, not at all. I like the way they wrestled hard for a minute into the period, but we're going to be ready this time, and we learned from the mistakes from last year. We're ready to go this year.
In the past month, this is one of the matches we've been looking forward to. We're excited for this weekend, and we want to go out there and really put on a performance.
You're really familiar with this rivalry, even before you came to Penn State, right? How do you see this personally, just over your years from watching them, even from when you were a little guy starting?
I think it's more of a rivalry for us because we've been at the lower end of the, I'd say getting beat on for the most part of the time. But on the other hand, Penn State has been the only team to give Iowa a loss in the Iowa Hawkeye Arena. So that's just something that really is Penn Staters and coming up through the system we really hold on to, which makes this match, huge for us. And I don't know about their side of the story, but definitely, this is the one match here where we really, we're fired up.
I feel really comfortable about going into this match.
What do you tell the younger guys who weren't around here last year, like Nico and Morgan, where a big match like this is probably the biggest duel of their career so far?
I don't really tell them anything. It's just like, hey, I really don't try and hype them up to a match or anything like that. I just tell them, hey, you can win this, or you can do good, or I tell them how they can do generally, not just from match to match. Because I feel like always overall, they can just excel.
We've been on fire. We started out real slow, and we've just been getting better and better. We got some really phenomenal guys on our team, and everyone on our team is a pretty special wrestler. So as long as you just keep that going and just go out there and just do just wrestle in front of our crowd the way we have in our other matches, and just have fun and just focus on what we want. If you want to win the match, if you want to get a major, if you want a tech, you gotta go get it. That's really what it's about.
But last year, same thing that Minnesota did this year, that Iowa did last year. They was like grinding. They was getting those little things that they did. It was wrestling harder. The conditioning seemed a little bit better. So it was those little things that really took it in. Just kind of didn't make that match our match last year. So that's one of the things that we picked up on greatly this year.
You personally had 2 really good performances this weekend. Do you feel like you're wrestling at like a peak right now, or do you still feel like you have improvement?
I feel I'm at such a low right now.
How come?
Because it's just like you go out there, you perform well, but usually some people can take it as I'm getting better, or some people can take it as okay, I did this, but there's so much more things different I could have did in the match. I feel like a lot of times when I go into a match, and whether I win or lose, it's just like there's so many things that I wish I could have did different in the match. I still wish I had some things I could have did different in that match.
I mean, it's not just another match because this is a match we want to win. If we lose this match and win the Nationals, that's great, but we still want to win this match. This is very important. So, we're going to train the same. We're not going to do anything crazy that we wouldn't normally do, but we are going to just want to a little bit more.
Sure. I would really, played into that. And they waited, and then took their one opportunity, and got the shot where we would take 10. And in some sense, I think we wore ourselves out, and then they caught us at the tail end, especially in those close matches. It was like that.
That must be really frustrating if you feel like you're doing all the work, and then they take this one random advantage.
Yeah, and that's one of the things you gotta learn. sometimes it's what you got to do to beat the good guys. It's just like a chess match out there. You gotta be smart as well as disciplined and aggressive. So it's a combination of all those things, and that's what we got to do this year.
Absolutely, you know, I mean, it's as big as they get for us, and yeah, I think last year, you know, we just taken the #1 ranking and a couple days before the duel, and there was a lot of things going on there that, and they came in and they wrestled a great match. You know, I learned a lot from that duel meet last year as a coach. You know, we were out coached in a few key matchups there, but. And so this year, you know, we've got a different team, different individuals, different situation, different opportunity. Realizing my philosophy was, hey, let's go out fight these guys, and I think that maybe kind of plays right into their philosophy a little bit, because they'll use that against you, and that just comes from my having competed against them for a long time, and you know, just growing up or hearing all the time how they, you know, wrestled so much harder than the teams I was on, you know, and so that was kind of a pride thing. Whereas, you know, they're just step back and really look at what they're doing. Yeah, they have some guys that wrestle really hard, and overall their program wrestles as hard as, if not harder than anybody. But you know, they're very tactical in what they're doing, and it's not just about brawling. I mean, they study their opponents and they go into matches with game plans, you know, there's just a lot to be learned from.
How do you feel about Iowa and Tom Brand?
I mean, I respect that, you know, they wrestle hard and everything, but there's a couple things I don't like about just their style of wrestling. But I mean, I think that, you know, we're a more talented team, and you know, I'm proud to say that we got more athletes on our team, and you know, we got guys that are just better wrestlers, I believe. So I believe, you know, we're